about the Earth interior. In the previous videos and sessions, we have tried to learn about the sources which are providing information about Earth interior. As you know that the information which we get from different sources is just based on estimates. There are many direct, many indirect sources of information, but only the earthquake is only the source on which we can trust. And by other means of information, we have come to know about the structure of Earth. The structure of Earth is composed of three layers: crust, mantle, and core. These are the three layers into which our Earth is divided from center to the top layer of the Earth. This way. This whole Earth has three layers. Uppermost is crust. This one. And below to that is mantle. And the central is core. They are this way three layers in which Earth has been divided. Very first the crust. This is the outermost layer, this one, and thickness vary. This thickness over the oceanic crust is just 5 km, whereas over the continental crust it is 30 km thick. It means over the continent the thickness of crust is more as compared to oceanic areas. Even this thickness is very thick in the areas of major mountain like Himalayas, Alps, Andes, Rockies. And here in this mountain system it is around 70 kilometer thick. And one more thing, when you go to the depth of Earth, the temperature changes. It changes with 1 degree Celsius per 30 kilometer, means temperature when you enter inside the crust, temperature increases one at the rate of 1 degree per 30 kilometer or 30 meter. And through the different sources, we have come to know that this crust consists of two layers, Sial and Sima. Sial is the upper layer that is made of silica and aluminium, and Sima is the lower crust that is made up of silica and magnesium. The crust together with the uppermost part of the mantle form a single rigid unit above the asthenosphere is called the lithosphere. Lithosphere is that portion of earth crust which is made up of rocks. Litho means rocks. The zone which is made up of different type of rocks is lithosphere, where the thickness is 100 kilometer. Crust which is made up of heavier rock, density is 3 gram per cubic centimeter. The density is 3 here. And in almost this oceanic crust, basalt is found. And apart from that, you can see the continental crust is basically granite. It is crystalline and high in silica, aluminium, potassium, calcium, and sodium as well found in the crust. Continental crust, which is called Sial, this is granular and high in silica and magnesium. The oceanic current, which is called Sima, this is made up of silica and magnesium. This is the upper one, this is the lower one. And this whole crust consists the 1% area of the composition of this whole earth. The chemical composition of shallow portion of the earth's crust can be investigated only directly. This is the area, means in the whole earth we can just enter to the crust only. And we have come to know that this crust consists of different elements like oxygen, silica, aluminum, iron, calcium, sodium, potassium, magnesium, etc. And after the crust, this is mantle. As you know that the temperature inside the earth increases with the depth. So the mantle portion, which is too hot, is in molten state, and this mantle beneath the crust is up to the depth of 2900 kilometer. Upper portion of mantle is asthenosphere. This asthenosphere is the layer of mantle just below the crust from about 70 kilometer down to the 400 kilometer. This is this way. You can see here in this diagram. This upper portion is crust, which is 0 to 100 kilometer thick, including the lithosphere, and below this crust from here to 2900 kilometer is mantle. But the upper portion of mantle is this one, this dark one. You can see this on page number 26 of your NCERT. This is asthenosphere. This upper portion is of mantle is asthenosphere. And below to this mantle from here, it start core. Core is divided into two portion. This is upper core and this one is lower core. As you can see, the upper core has been shown liquid because of very high temperature, but the inner core is in solid form. This is in solid form despite of being very high temperature. Reason is only that in this layer of earth, in the lower core, which is the centermost layer of earth, having the high density of above lying rocks. So due to high pressure, the density is very high as well. This is in solid form, right? Core, which is generally consists of nickel and aluminum, that's why called Nife. The core mantle is beyond mantle till the center of earth at the depth of 6800 kilometer. The core has two layers, outer core and inner core, which I have already explained to you. The temperature estimated around here in this core because of very depth 3000 centigrade to 6650 centigrade. There in inner core, it is thought to be solid. Iron density is about 30 to 15 density in inner core, and outer core where density is 10 to 12 gram per cubic centimeter, extended up to 2900 kilometer to 4900 kilometer, right? So this way this whole earth is divided into different layer, right? And the core has about 33%. This consists of 33% of area. Mantle consists of around 9% of area, 80%, sorry. It consists 80% of area and rest is with mantle. And through the different sources of information, we have come to know that when we enter when we enter to the depth of earth, there are different type of layer. This is crust, mantle and core, and there are variation between the density, temperature and pressure, and there is change in the depth. So how this come to know? The seismic layer have provided information, and seismologists have told that between the crust and mantle, this portion, there is a layer between, a boundary zone between, that is called Moho discontinuity. Boundary zone between crust and mantle is called Moho discontinuity, because the behavior of seismic waves have provided information that because of the nature of crust and mantle is different. Crust is solid and mantle is liquid. So as these seismic waves enter from solid crust to liquid mantle, so they change their behavior. Then between mantle and core, there is another boundary zone, right? This boundary zone is called Gutenberg discontinuity. This is a junction point between mantle and core. So this is about the earth interior, right? So after this we will learn about the volcanoes. That is one of the direct source of information about earth interior. This we will do in the next session. Thank you.